event. We're going to have a few speakers. The first one is going to be Adrian Jackson from Running with Film. He's just going to come and talk to you for a few minutes about some things that he has going on. So if you can welcome him to the stage.
Woo! What's up, everybody? My name is Adrian Jackson, and I recently ran across America from the East Coast to the West Coast. Started in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and I ran all the way to the Hollywood sign. This was a 2,500-mile journey. Took me 3 months. I ran an average of 25 to 30 miles a day to complete this. I had one friend come along with me, Carlos. Give him a round of applause real quick. And so he filmed the whole thing, and so now we have a documentary that's coming out called Running for Film. And so I did this all for my dream. Who in here has a dream? Raise your hand if you have a dream. For those of you that don't, you're lost right now. Your dream is your purpose. Your dream is supposed to inspire you. Your dream is supposed to motivate you. So find a dream, find a purpose. We were out there running in the rain, in tornado winds. It was 108 degrees in Arizona, all for your dream. And so at times I just think to myself, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want your dream? What are you willing to do to get to your dream? Me, I want to get to the point to where I drop a film in theaters and I'm making $33 million in those first 4 days. I want to create the next film dynasty, similar to Warner Bros., Universal's, 20th Century Fox. So those are big dreams, but how bad do you want it? Carlos, I'm very glad that my boy came along with me. I don't think it would have been possible if he didn't, because we experienced a lot out there. We've seen everything, literally. Any person you can think of, we've seen them. We learned a lot about the land. We learned a lot about our faith. We learned a lot about our body. I'm going to let him say a couple of things.
All righty. Is it afternoon, right? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. How y'all doing? My name is Carlos White. I am from Lancaster, South Carolina. First off, that is just amazing coming from where I come from, to come from such a small place and to accomplish something, a task that grand is just very special to myself, and I credit it all to God. My purpose is definitely for the kids. I'm doing what I'm doing to give back to the kids in my community. It's very small down there. It's not much to do. It's been the same since 1992. Still looks the same around there. So I'm not going to take up too much time. I'd like to thank Adrian for giving me this opportunity. I read every day. I read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And a part of my reading is I want to get paid for public speaking, becoming a founder of a youth development center and a daycare. So I read that every day. For the past 4 months, I've been reading that, and I'm up here speaking in front of you guys. I don't know what you call it, but I call it, I guess, public speaking. So my point is if you're somebody out there and you got something in your mind that you really want to do with the proper preparation and determination and faith, you can do it. So I have a book right here. It's As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. I'll just read a little bit out of this. I'm big on spreading knowledge and training the mind and knowing that thought turns into things. A particular train of thought, persistent in, be it good or bad, cannot fail to produce its results on the character and circumstances. A man cannot directly choose his circumstances, but he can choose his thoughts, and so indirectly yet surely shape his circumstances. And that is very true. That was very true, and the funny thing about it is I didn't find out about this until after the run. So thank you guys for listening and give me a little bit of your time, and then I'll pass it back over to you.
So, yes, give him a round of applause. We really work best when people ask us questions, so is there like any questions about the run, the journey, why we did it, anything? Anybody have a single question? No. Yes? There we go. What about you? What's up?
Where did the thought come from? What to run across there?
So the question was, where did the thought come from? And it was an accumulation of things. Me as a filmmaker wanting to create a film, go to that next step, just a concept. I needed a concept that was competable within the market because, I don't have a lot of money and I don't have all the equipment. So that's where that came from. And just me wanting to separate myself from all the other filmmakers in the world that are doing the exact same thing as me. At some point, if you want to be great and you have these goals, you have to kind of just think out there, not think like everybody else. Step outside the box. A lot of people think inside the box. We got to get outside. There is no box. How about that? There is no box. Any other questions? No? Yes, what's up, man? The total of the entire run was about 2,500 miles. And so again, each day, averaging, I would run 25 to 30 each day. So that's how far we would run or move. Yeah, took me 3 months. Yeah. Any other questions? Go ahead. Yes, you.
Did you train for this, or you just decided to?
No, I definitely trained. I definitely trained before. I did long runs and I did CrossFit, but even then, that still was not enough. There's like no way to prepare yourself for that because it takes a toll on your mind, it takes a toll on your body, and it takes a toll on your faith. But that's what I did to try to prepare for this. Any other questions?
How were you getting food while you were running? Were you like getting supplies donated, or were you just?
Yeah, so we had a GoFundMe going, and we were raising a little money. It definitely helped us get across, but other than that, we tried to prepare as good as possible and get like non-perishable foods. And so we ate that. We bought meals here and there. We made sandwiches and stuff like that. But, we only had a certain amount of money. So we were trying to make it across. And, yeah. Any questions for Carlos? Because, on the run, I was worried about him because he's in the car, that's like crazy mental strength right there. I'm running, at least I'm doing something, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's, shout out to Carlos. Yeah, round of applause. And so we have a table back there, the film is back there. If y'all want to come check it out, just talk to us, take pictures with us, because ultimately I want to share my experience with everybody. I want to share our experience with everybody. I want you guys to feel our energy and just talk about it, man. Just talk about it. That's really all I want. Where can they find you?
My Instagram is at 1POA, the number 1POA. Piece of that is one piece of advice. And just thank you. Thank the guy who brought this event together, and thank you guys for being here. Unfortunately, I do not know his name, but huge shout outs to him, and shout outs to every one of you guys for coming here and sharing this time with us. So that's it.
I'll see you guys back at the table back there.